Hey Daisy, good morning. Whoa, get that leaf. Get that leaf. You show that leaf who's boss. That's right. That's right, Daisy. All right. Let's get over to that estate sale. So that's the house and that's the garage. So I'm number 23 on the pre-list, and if you wonder how this keeps happening, that despite me getting here so early, I'm still, it's not a bad position, but, I'd like to be in the top 20, and, COVID now and ramping up again. I'd really like to be in the top 15 to guarantee that I'll be able to get in there on the first wave. The problem is that what's going on, I was talking to the estate sale dealers from yesterday about this, is that they don't even show up with that pre-list. It's one of the customers that shows up with it. And that person knows a whole bunch of other people, and they kind of stick together as a group, and then they just all put their names on the list, and then they're there for the call out at whatever the designated time is. And the lady from yesterday was telling me that, one guy is known to show up at midnight with this list and start it, and then just camp out and sleep outside the house overnight. Now, sorry, there is nothing inside any one of these houses that I am going to go at midnight and camp out and sleep overnight on the street. So, not happening. I'll take my chances with showing up when I'm showing up. So I guess that's how it's going to be for now. And, we'll just see what happens. All right. Well, I just went to sign up on the actual list after that pre-list, and I'm still at number 23. So hopefully it's enough to get it on the first wave tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. All right. Well, it's the day of the sale. That means it's time to get my game face on and get to work. Now, while everyone else is standing in line waiting to get into the house, I don't like doing that. I don't like wasting time. So if you could do some research, do that. So I turned around, looked inside that detached garage area, and I saw that yellow Power Mate. It's a power reel in the back. And it's cool. It has 6 outlet covers and stuff. I would have picked it up if it didn't have a big giant crack going through it. But my point is, don't waste time. Now, speaking of not wasting time, I headed right down the basement stairs, and it was pretty bare overall. Although I did find a DVD VCR combo unit that worked when I plugged it in. So I picked that up for just $6. Should be able to sell it for around $50. Then there was this little cubby area. I walked in there. There wasn't too much except for this Hansen scale. It's a pretty cool utility scale. It has some wear to it on the outside. I'll try to clean it up, dust it off a little bit. Hopefully I could get around $40 or so out of it. We'll see what happens with it. So, and you can see there it does work. Now, there were duck decoys there, and these I passed on because they're generic. You'll see on the bottom the brand Carry Light, and they're not really that colorful, but some of these could go for crazy money, the duck decoys, if they're bright and colorful and it's the right brand. So definitely check out the comps on them if you see them. This was in the kitchen area. It's a Greek bottle opener. It's made of copper. You could tell that from the green patina. So I picked that up. Should go for around $15. Now, what is that noise over there? What is that? Take me home with you, primetime. You won't forget it. So I did. I picked her up. I couldn't resist. But I couldn't resist this poster either. This is a classic 1987 Big East basketball poster. Really cool. You can see Jim Boeheim down there from Syracuse on the bottom. It's got John Thompson and Patrick Ewing and PJ Carlesimo and Louis Carnesecca, Rolly Massimino, famous players and stuff. I couldn't pass it up. That's a little bag of rubber bands that I use to carry the posters around with me, so it reduces the chances of them getting damaged. So just tie them up like that. Now, this is what I could not believe. Now, literally, I walk up the stairs and this is what I see. And the lid was on it. I just put the lid on for the thumbnail just for effect because I didn't want you to obviously see what was in there. But literally, That's what it looked like. Now, that is just amazing to me. And at the same time, it's actually not surprising because I actually talked about this during my interview on reselling books with Katie Reeds, that children's books for me is one of the main things that I go to look for, because it's an area that a lot of people pass up because they assume that just because they're children's books that they're not worth it. But the Goosebumps series is totally worth it. Now, there's a total of 62 books in the series. It was published between 92 and 97. This from the original series. I have 43 of the 62 books there. I should at least be able to get $100 out of that. And the prices are all over the board. It could get more, but at least 100. Now, I'm going to show you some other things when going through books, because these are all things people left. There's a 1961 Heidi book, no comps on it, but it's a cool oversized book with nice color illustrations inside. And being that it's a famous title, I picked this one up. There's a little bit of wear on the bottom of the spine, but given the overall condition of the book, that's not a deal breaker. So I picked that one up. Now, this one here, speaking of Katie, although this is spelled differently than Katie Reeds, check her out on Instagram, by the way, all about books. But this one is not really a famous title. If it was in great condition, I would have picked it up. You get around 15, 20 bucks out of it. But you could see on the front and the back, there was all the discoloration. Then you're starting to get in discoloration on the inner pages and, name writing and stuff. So it's too much. So I passed it up. Now, these R.L. Stine books, that's not the Goosebumps series. It's Fear Street. But even though those aren't really worth anything, I could add them onto the Goosebumps series and just add value that way. So always think about ways to add value. Here's another example of things left behind. Now, these are the Minnie and Me series. Hey, look, Daisy's birthday party. That's awesome. Maybe I should give this one to Daisy. I don't know, or at least read it to her. Maybe that kind of reminds me of Daisy on the front. But these are cool. There's supposed to be a total of 24, but there's 12, so it's half of them. But people will still buy them. Don't think you always have to have the complete set. Of course, that helps. But having 12 of them, I should be able to get around 40 bucks out of them, maybe 35, but $35, $40. And, look, they're in really great condition, nice, shiny, glossy pages. This is amazing. I cannot believe this was left here, too. If you ever see this, pick it up. Mrs. Primetime used to have one of these when she was a kid, and we wound up selling it, but there's 6 cassettes on the left, so you always want to look for that, and then you look for all the books on the other side. These go routinely for about, and it's from 1979, I think. They go for about $50, $60, $70. Now, this is a good example. That's a bad overproduced game, Cranium, but look at this one on the bottom. This one here, Castle Knights by Haba. It's a German game. This is awesome. It's new and sealed. I already have it listed in my store for 50 bucks right now. Absolutely crazy that was left behind on the bottom. Now, this is just a youth jacket. Now, so that's a problem. They made a lot of these. They were produced by Kellogg's. Even though it's cool looking, adults aren't really going to spend a lot of money on that. It's only worth about 16 bucks, and, they wanted 10 bucks for it, so no. Legos, Bill Payon, who was on the Thrift Battle with me, you should go check out that show. That was a lot of fun. But he likes to sell these Lego figures, these mini Lego figures. So even though I don't buy the whole set here, I will pick out the figures. And here's a close-up of them inside my giant hand. Help me! Help me! Help! What is that? Help me! Oh, look! It's another Lego minifigure. Yeah, take me home with you. You took my 2 friends. Take me too. Okay, fine. Look over here to the right, and we've got what looks like an alligator plush, but it's actually more than that. I've always told you to pick up these alligator plushes. They always sell very well. But this one's cool. It has a zipper mouth. It's got a little fish inside, which is pretty cool. But flip it over, and you'll see that this is actually a puppet. Now, there's not supposed to be a tag there. It's just a loose thread. The tag is inside. It's from Folktales, Folkmani. I've shown them before, that brand. This one should sell for around $30.
Hey, Primetime. Did you know I could sing a song for you here? Here, listen. Do-do, 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 do-do.
Hey, that's a shark song. You're an alligator. Get out of here with that. And then on the way out, there were some postcards, and I had to pick this one up. All right, folks, this was an awesome haul. Amazing, especially when you consider the price. Grand total of $19. Hey, Daisy, I'm home. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Any attempted burglaries while we were gone? Yeah? You got them away? All right, we'll give you extra treats for that. Thank you. Good job. Good job, Daisy. Pretty good day today, Betty. Don't you agree? She doesn't really say much. She just kind of looks up at me a lot. Maybe that's because I'm so tall or something. I don't know, but I don't mind it. So I really appreciate this cup. I want to thank Jeremy Hare from over at Colts Comics. He's a longtime subscriber to the channel, and we both share the love of comics. Go check out his eBay store if you haven't done so. I'm going to link to it down below in the description section. I've known him for a long time. He's a really, really great guy. And I want to share with you the little note that he sent over with this. He said, DC, here's a token of my appreciation for your videos. I recently learned you are a Betty Boop fan, and once Betty realized this news, she demanded to be sent to PTHQ immediately. He said, I hope you enjoy. I do, Jeremy, thanks. And he signed it, Jeremy, aka Colts Comics. Now, Jeremy might not realize this, but he also sent me, as frugal as I am, an extra special gift because he wrote this on a thermal label. So I've got an extra blank thermal that I'm going to use. Jeremy, thank you very much, man. Awesome. And John from Sergeant Reds, he was also on the thrift battle with me. So if you ever want to go check out that video, he's there. I'm going to link to him down below. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's got an amazing eBay store with all sorts of cool collectibles, like a nostalgia box, which is really neat. You should check that out for a Christmas gift. Someone would probably really like that. And he sent me a whole bunch of cards. Now, they're not only just, there's like a mixture of regular cards and postcards in here. Now, of the ones he sent me, George Burns would probably be the most likely to go up here, but I have to decide on that at a later point because right now these are horizontal and that one's vertical. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to hang up the Sarge and Reds sticker. All right, John, there you go. You are in a place of honor next to my Pac-Man sign, by my Doctor Who calendars, by the Marvel supervillains. You're even near Joey from Dave over at Midwest Pickers channel, which is a reminder to come by my live show this week, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will interview Dave, and I am sure Joey will make an appearance. He might even meet my mannequin Cha-Cha. All right, everyone. Well, I hope that you enjoyed 2 straight days of estate sale haul videos. Those were a lot of fun for me to put together. I like that a lot of people in the comments are saying that they find the videos entertaining and educational. That combination is important to me, so I'm glad that people are enjoying that. Now, if you see anything in these estate sale haul videos, even prior ones, it doesn't hurt to reach out if you're interested in it. Ask me if it's still around, have I sold it yet, or am I going to list it soon, and I'll make it a priority to list for you. So you can contact me in the comment section. I always check those. You can reach out to me over email. That's primetimetreasure, no S, @gmail.com. You can reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, through my Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. Don't forget to join that. Over 22,000 members. All these links are down below. And to my Instagram account. That's @prime_time_treasure. I put together, little things called primetime tips, and I try to put together funny stories and stuff with music. And so go check it out if you haven't done so yet. For example, I just put up a primetime tip today about this comic book that just sold, single comic book, for $135. So if you want to find out why, go over to Instagram. So I put stuff like that out often. If you want a postcard up here, you're going to need my address. I don't put that out publicly, so you're going to have to reach out to me, like I said. And, you know, if I know you, if you've been around for a while, then I'll let you know and you could send something over. And, you know, I do my best to try to give you a shout out in the video as well. So anyway, thanks everyone. Hope you like this video as well. If so, don't forget to hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. It's the race to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's see if we could do it. If you enjoy the channel and enjoy the content, I can't emphasize it enough. It's important to let other people know and tell them to get over here. Tell them what they're missing out. All right, everyone. See you at the next one. Take care.